Hello and welcome to this video on a basic explanation of how to use the free screen capturing resource Open Broadcaster software. So Open Broadcaster software is a computer application that is used to record your screen and record your audio. It can be used to either record something and then upload it to social media platforms or learning management systems or storage devices or storage software such as OneDrive or Google Drive, or it can be used to stream live onto any of these social media platforms such as YouTube or Facebook, etc. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to start by just talking about the record functionality, because that is the most basic one that we will be using, and I'm assuming since it's a basic level the video that you will not be streaming directly. So first of all, let's just look at the interface. So we can see here in the middle there is a box that indicates what is being recorded, so we can see the mouse is moving along with it. So if I move to the right or to the left, you can see how the display just basically captures what I'm showing on my screen. So on the left hand side we've got scenes. Scenes is also a feature that we will use rather when we go to studio mode or something, so we don't have to use scenes. And we've got a bunch of sources that we can select. We can either select the display capture, which is the option that I've selected now and the one that you will use mostly. This captures your display, which is the image. And it also captures the audio, as you can see the mic moving up and down here on the audio mixer panel. So we can also add more input options here. We can add an audio input, like for instance, if you've bought an external microphone to increase the audio quality. You can add a specific display, another display, a second or third display. If you, for instance, have a second or third computer monitor, you can capture a game also on another monitor. You can include an image. So this is something that I can actually show you. So if, for instance, you want to save this video in cloud storage on a memory stick or physical hard drive or something, you can add something like a company logo to the bottom of the screen, which just shows the origin of the video or the creator or owner of the video. You can also add a video source. And in the video source, you can choose what the source is. So in this case, it's the HP webcam, which is my built-in device. You can select other cameras as well if you, similar to, as I said with the microphone, if you want to, for instance, add a picture there. So we can move the image up, we can add a video there so that learners can see your facial expressions and the way that you're explaining. Opinions differ about this. Some people feel that it's good for a child to see your facial expressions. Some people feel that it's distracting and that the learner should rather focus on the content. I personally prefer not to add images because I upload my content onto YouTube and there's already a little image included there. And I also don't like to include the video because I feel that it does distract the learner away from the content that you want to cover. So I just select the display capture. And the audio mixer, you can see that you can select, for instance, your desktop audio, the volume, and then your mic volume. So if you speak very loud or you are close by or you have a microphone, you'll see that mostly the sound level goes to about the yellow level, but you can also turn it down. But yeah, mostly just keep it there so that it maxes out in the upper yellow area to green area. We're not going to do any scene transitions in this video. I am going to show you the settings. So in the settings, we can select basic settings like the interface or the display. That's just a personal preference matter. It really doesn't matter at all. Your output, you can also select to, for instance, record when you are streaming so that you can stream and also have a physical recording available for yourself afterwards. You can select if your cursor is visible. I'm not sure exactly hide cursor over projectors. Yeah, so you can select if your cursor should be displayed and some stuff like that. You can select where you stream to. Mostly it's going to be YouTube for most content creators. You can select your output quality. You can select your audio devices that you use, but these are settings that you can mostly just leave as disabled or default. You can also select your aspect ratio and video quality. And then this is an interesting one and something that I really advise you to use. You can use hotkeys. So mostly when you are presenting, you would not want your audience to see this interface specifically every time. You'd rather want to show an attractive thumbnail or something on your YouTube page. So hotkeys are there to help you to quickly start recording, stop your recording, pause your recording, and show you a preview of what is being recorded. So I use Shift R for record, Shift S for stop, and pause and pause. Just take note that if, for instance, you're a language teacher and you are planning to type on your keyboard, not to use these type of keys, because anytime that you use a capital letter R, Shift R, it's going to start and stop your recording, and you're going to lose data. So if you are planning to type on your keyboard, rather maybe use something like F1, F2, and F3 to start and stop a recording. Advanced settings, we're really not going to get into much of this. One thing that I can show you, sorry, it's back at output, is just that you can select where your file goes. So you can see my files go to users, Martin, videos, and then OBS. So it's easy to just find your recording after you stop. I'm not going to save any changes. Right, so we're back to the standard interface. Right, just a quick overview of the OBS website. It's obsproject.com. You can just type in Open Broadcaster Software as well, and it'll take you to the browser where you can select OBS Project or Broadcaster Software, obsproject.com. OBS is available for Windows, it's available for Mac, and it's available for Linux. So it's very simple. If you want to download, just click on Windows and it will automatically start the download for you. I'm just going to cancel that because I already have it. Right, so that is the basics of OBS. I will also add the link to OBS in the video's description. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that I can see some more content creation and new content developers emerging in the teaching force especially. Have a wonderful day, and remember to like and subscribe if this video was useful.